everyone, I am Lynn, and today I wanted to talk about the Heche crash and everything that happened around that. So I realize I'm a little late to the game with this, but I still wanted to tackle it and see what I got to come through and see maybe what you guys think as well. So let me go ahead and get started. I'll read the question and then I want to touch base on some notes I took. I did have someone actually ask me or made a comment about me reading a script. I wanted all of you to know I'm not necessarily reading a script. What it is I do these readings ahead of time and I type up my blog and I print off my blog posting and I use it as sort of a outline or timeline so I can remember to hit everything that I got when I did the original reading. So for all of you out there, no, this is not a script. It's just some notes I took during my original reading. Okay, so the question is, can you please look into the Heche crash and why she sat up before going into the ambulance? Also, why did her associate come from the hospital and tell a reporter that she's going to recover just fine? Thanks. And I did watch the video and I wanted to get a good feel for what I thought was going on. And when I focused on her, I get there was a lot going on behind the scenes that people didn't know about. She was aware through her recent connections and her former romantic relationships that she had of what was really going on in this, how do I say it without getting pinned here? We'll just call it all weird. And it was really disturbing for her. And I get that she was a witness to some of it, even forced to partake in some of the darker acts of it. And we all know that these exist, and she was a part of it, just like many other people that find themselves tangled up in these situations end up experiencing. I see that this contributed to her severe depression. At times, she even used self-medication to help escape what it was that was going on and what she had going on in her mind. Basically, her environment, along with her past acquaintances, they broke her. They broke who she was and created something else. On the day of the accident, I get that her car was tampered with. Something with her gas pedal feels to have been altered. It was as if once the accelerator was pressed, it would not release. And it was like when she would press on it, the faster she went, and there was no relief even if hitting the brake. So she could be hitting the accelerator, hit the brake at the same time, and would still have the same result. So I get that this left her car stuck in a speeding frenzy until she lost control and wrecked. And I get it that if you were to speak to eyewitnesses of the crash, that they would tell you that she was speeding and appeared to have had no control, because essentially she did not have any control. After the crash, she was barely conscious. She laid there fighting for life. Once they were able to retrieve her from the wreckage, I get she did sit up almost frantically, wanted to shout out that it was a setup, and she was trying to call out a name. Her voice was really faint from the smoke inhalation, and I do sense that she was able to utter a word or two, but the rest feels like it escaped in just like these small gusts of air. So perhaps someone there, some eyewitness, some person responder was able to actually hear what it was that she was trying to convey. And as I think on her more, I do get that she's at peace, but she's really concerned for those left behind that are victims of what she has witnessed and what she had at even certain times partaken of. And this was something that weighed on her heavy and weighed on her heart. I do think that she's there to watch over and she wants to expose this in some way, but it's unclear how. And I hear something about she's not going to give up, and I sense that she's going to not incarnate. She's not going to go to the light. She's not going to just leave. She's going to try to somehow influence or spark something to bring this to light. So all in all, very sad story. Send some love and light to her and her family. And that was all I had for this reading. So I'd be curious your thoughts of what you've picked up on. What have you read? What do you guys know? By all means, drop a line below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. And please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. It really helps me out. To all of you, take care, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.